Welcome to the Testing Coordinators Corner and the how-to video for the 2013-14 PFT Data Collection Spreadsheet. This video will focus on the ease and benefits of using the electronic spreadsheet to return student scores. Our goal is to assist you in determining if students pass the aerobic capacity and body composition areas of the test by providing you with calculations based on your entries. The first part will cover the colored sections where you will enter the student's results. The second part will go over the data that will be automatically populated as a result of the information you enter for each student. On the left side of the sheet, the student data will be pre-populated. This info cannot be changed, resorted, or deleted. New students may be added to the bottom. And for any students who are inactive on the first day of testing, please enter the word inactive into their start date field. Now, let's look at the first area where you will begin entering information. This section has been colored red to indicate how important the information here is to the calculation of the VO2 max and BMI. First, the start date must be entered using the format shown, month, day, and year. This is used along with the student's date of birth to calculate the exact age of the student on the first day of testing. This age is used for the remainder of the testing period, even if the student has a birthday during this time. You will use it every time when looking up the student results on the pink, blue, and/or yellow performance standards charts that have been provided to all teachers. The height and weight cells are used to calculate first the BMI and in turn the VO2 max for each student. Please note that the cells in this sheet have been set up to automatically provide leading zeros when required, so don't be surprised if you enter a 5 and a 05 is displayed. The next area is aerobic capacity, where you will enter results for either the 1-mile run or the pacer test. Please pay attention to the limitations under each category, remembering any leading zeros will automatically be displayed. Again, a student must have only one set of results here, those that will be forwarded to the state for scoring. Next is the abdominal and upper body strength. This area includes the curl up, the trunk lift, and push up. As mentioned in the previous section, please pay attention to the limitations shown under each category. In the flexibility area, you will enter results for either the sit and reach or the shoulder stretch. This year, the tests have been broken into two separate entry sections, and again, only one set of student results must be entered here. The drop-down list has also been removed. You have now finished entering student results, and you are ready to look at the calculations that are automatically generated from the information you entered into the red cells earlier in the sheet, namely the start date, height, and weight for each student. Let's walk through several scenarios you might see in this area. First, we have the age column. This will display the age of the student on the first day of testing based on the start date you enter and the student's date of birth. Again, this age is required to be used throughout the entire testing period by the state of California, regardless of the student having a birthday during this time. You as a teacher will always use this age when determining a student's fitness level using the pink, blue, and/or yellow performance standards charts. Most of the information here should look like this top row: an age, a VO2 max, and a BMI. This is the information you will use for that student to determine their fitness levels for the aerobic capacity and body composition. You may, however, also find messages written in red, for example, no run time or not passed, and or you may have areas that are highlighted in yellow. These are items that will need your attention. What does no runtime mean? This simply means that there has not been a time entered for this student in the 1 mile run category. In the top example, it is because the student completed the pacer instead of the run. So for this student, you will look their pacer laps up on the yellow performance standards chart. However, in the bottom example, both the 1 mile run and the pacer are blank. This is your clue to determine if the entry was simply missed or if the student did not complete either of these tests and therefore did not pass the aerobic capacity portion of the fitness test. What about not passed? This is letting you know that the student did not pass the aerobic capacity part based on the fact that they took longer than the allowed 13 minutes to complete the 1 mile run. Any cells that are highlighted in yellow will indicate to you that there is information missing from the all-important red cells we discussed earlier in the video. For instance, here, with the yellow cell under BMI, you can see the student's weight is missing. Once you enter the weight, the error will be fixed and the highlight will be gone. Please remember, the information provided here in these 3 columns we just discussed must be looked up on the corresponding pink, blue, and or yellow performance standards charts to determine a student's fitness level, again using the student's age on the first day of testing. And finally, the last column of the spreadsheet will allow you to enter an X if the student fell within the healthy fitness zone for all 6 testing areas and will therefore be receiving a Get Fit award. Please be aware that the spreadsheet will not automatically generate this for you. You determine how many items the student has passed by using the performance charts provided. This concludes our walkthrough for the 2013-14 PFT spreadsheet. The goal this year was to assist you in determining if students pass the aerobic capacity and body composition areas of the test by providing you with calculation based on your entries. It has also been redesigned to give you clues when information may not be accurate. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us in the assessment office.